Hey, I am Don Battlehawk, and this is Battle Talk. And today I want to talk to you about a couple things. One, my post week 2 power rankings. Two, my picks for week 3. And 3, there is allegedly a new team coming to the UFL in 2028. All right, so my UFL post week 2 power rankings. That's right, I do it a little differently. I'm not calling these my week 3 power rankings. I'm calling these my post week 2 power rankings because what happened at week 2 is influencing these power rankings as I look ahead to week 3. And that's just the way my weird brain is dealing with it. If you don't like it, talk to a wall. By the way, one of my nicknames is Wall, so talk to me about it. We can have a discussion. All right, here we go. Number 1. The number 1 team in the UFL, according to me and my mathematical calculations of good feelings and vibes and bad feelings and jibes. Here we go. The Renegades. They have a QB that seems like the real deal. And it looks like every team that faces him is going to have to deal with the fact that he is the real deal. Therefore, I put them at number 1 in my power rankings. Number 2, the Storm. The Storm seems like a sound team with sound coaching and leadership. And I think the Storm is going to bring the lightning and the thunder to whoever they play, which justifies them being in the number 2 slot. The number 3 team is the DC Defenders. I had said in the past that they're either a champion fallen or one that just hadn't woken up yet. And it is my opinion, based on the facts at hand, that they were one that had just not woken up yet. Therefore, they get the number 3 slot on the power rankings. The number 4 slot on the power rankings is the Stallions. They almost won their last game. Why isn't the team that beat them higher on the power rankings? It's because I think the Stallions have a better chance at actually pulling off a victory against other teams as opposed to that team pulling off victory against other teams. Maybe. Number 5 in the power rankings, the Gamblers. That's right. Impressive, but not totally proven yet. I think it's impressive that they were able to hold off and beat the Stallions, but don't necessarily know if they're going to be able to take down their next opponent or their next opponent or their next opponent yet. Let's see if they can win another one, maybe 2 in a row, and establish what could start being a trend. All right, the number 6 team in the power rankings, the Battlehawks. That's right, unproven, shaky on offense. Defense, good in some areas, weak in others, which is why I give my St. Louis Battlehawks the number 6 ranking in the power rankings going into week 3. Number 7, the Kings. I'm still hopeful for the Kings. I am. And number 8, the Aviators. And this team is hurting so hard and so much that I give them number 8 in the power rankings. So there you go. 1 is the Renegades, 2 is the Storm, 3 is the Defenders, 4 is the Stallions, 5 is the Gamblers, 6 is the Battlehawks, 7 are the Kings, and 8 is the Aviators. There you go. And that ends the power rankings. Post week 2 going in to week 3. Yeah. Now, let's talk about who I think will win. Remember, the power rankings is how powerful they are in general. The head-to-head is based upon those factors and how I feel they will do against the team they're playing against. Oh, and bias. Friday's game, Storm at Kings. I picked the Storm to win, and it will be a definitive. But remember, I said I was still hopeful for the Kings. So, could they pull out the win? Very possible. But I do think that the Storm will win definitively. Just an outside chance. Saturday's first game, well, they both played about the same time. Gamblers at Defenders. I picked DC to win, and it will be a definitive win. But, just like I said for the Gamblers, impressive but not proven, this would be a good opportunity to prove that you had something other than just beating the Stallions. Saturday's other game, Aviators at Renegades. It will be a huge upset if the Aviators pull that off. I think the Renegades are going to win the Renegades. The Renegades are going to win decisively. Sunday's game, Stallions at Battlehawks. Based on how the Battlehawks played against the Renegades and how the Stallions played against the Gamblers, this is going to be a close game, a toss-up. So, I am going to pick St. Louis. There we go. And those are my picks for week 3. The final thing that I'm going to address in today's show is that the UFL has announced that they are going to Oklahoma City. And I met that announcement with skepticism. They like to use the word expansion a lot. Now, they say now that they're going to go to 10 teams. Okay. But that doesn't mean that one of the teams that we have right now won't end up in Oklahoma City. Because the UFL says a lot of things that just don't come true. So yeah, I am a diehard fan, but I am also a genuine skeptic. And that's just the way it is. So there you go. That's just my feelings on it right now. And I think that anyone that questions and has a good degree of skepticism towards this announcement legitimately can and should, and they shouldn't be criticized for it. If the UFL can manage to keep all current 8 teams, add Oklahoma, and then add the Panthers back, that would be awesome. And then 2 years from then, pick another market that's new and another one even to return to, or 2 to return to. That would be great. And I hope it happens. I genuinely hope it happens. But I'm not going to sit back and just put my feet up and whistle about how wonderful this announcement is yet. Sorry, not sorry. There's going to be realism on this show. I am a fanboy, but I'm not going to sit back and I'm not going to be an echo chamber for everything is wonderful. Other people can do that, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing them, but not me. I am Don Battlehawk. This has been Battle Talk. I will see you tomorrow on the show and Sunday at the Dome.